Good morning and welcome to Modeling Manhood. We're going to do a Sunday segment today, and I'm just going to share with you guys a little bit of a dream that I had last night after going to the Iron Sharpens Iron Conference here in the Buffalo region yesterday. Uh, Incredible speakers and an incredible group of men that I got to go with and just spend the day with. Met a lot of new faces, a lot of new people. So welcome if this is your first time. Uh, this is what we do here. We do videos that are unedited, raw, and I just try to speak some truth and share some stories of my life and encourage you guys to have a heart that Jesus and the Lord would be pleased with, and encourage you to just pursue after your Maker. So in my dream last night, we were, as a group of humanity, we were all in this giant stadium, and we were all there to be entertained. If you guys have ever been to like a giant stadium for a concert or a sports venue, there's just thousands and thousands of people, and there was just people everywhere you looked at this venue, and it was unbelievable. We're all excited and we're all sugared up and adrenaline's high, and these Humvees come into the stadium through the end of the stadium, and on top of the stadium, they start shooting at us. And if you've ever seen like a military Humvee, and we all started taking cover, and we're like, "Oh my goodness, this is going to be the end of us." And it kind of got me thinking of Vanity Fair and the book Pilgrim's Progress, where Christian is trying to reach the celestial city. And if you haven't read it, it is a great book to read. They've done a couple kids versions, a couple video versions of it, but I would encourage you guys just to read it. We can all relate to some of the people that he met on his journey and some of his struggles, whether it's the pit of despair or just different people that were there to help him along the way. But we're in this stadium together, and they start shooting at us. And if you've ever seen like the Grinch, the lady that has like the giant bazooka that she's using to put up her Christmas lights, and she's out there, she's like, and putting the lights up all over her house. Well, this is what they started doing off the top of these Humvees in my dream. But they were shooting at us. If you guys have ever picked up like a blow pop, where you lick off and then there's like either like a gum in the middle or like a Tootsie Roll in the middle. Well, they were shooting at us, and they were hitting us so hard that we're like all hiding underneath like our bleachers and our seats in this giant stadium, and we're like, what are we doing here? And we were just filling our minds with all the entertainment that this world has to offer, and all the sugar that this world has to offer. And I don't know what you guys struggle with or what you're dealing with. Maybe it's a sugar addiction. Maybe you're on your phone playing fantasy football too much, or just not getting off of your butt and being happy, being entertained just by sliding right or sliding left on your thing. But in my dream here, it's like, we got to do something or we're going to die, because we're not getting anywhere. And I woke up this morning thinking of King Solomon in the book of Ecclesiastics. And I just wanted to share that little segment with you. In Ecclesiastics 1, it says, "The words of the teacher, son of David, king of Jerusalem." So they're talking about Solomon here. He's the son of David. "Meaningless, meaningless, says the teacher, utterly meaningless. Everything is meaningless. What do people gain from all their labors at which they toil under the sun? Generations come and generations go." And he goes on and continues and talks through the book of Ecclesiastics, all the things that he's chased after. Wealth, wisdom, women, all the pleasures of this world were at his fingertips. And he was a man after his father's heart when he started. And if you read further into the Old Testament, it talks about all his wives and concubines, and all the compromises he made because he allowed all these things into our lives. Kind of like us sitting in that stadium where we're just willing to accept whatever the media throws at us, whatever the government throws at us, and we're just sitting in those seats and we have more sugar, more porn, more laziness, and we don't get off the bleachers or those stands, and we don't do anything to put an end to all the evil that's out there in this world. And shame on us as men that should be rising up to be the leaders that our families need and that our communities need. And I'm just reflecting now in the book of Ecclesiastics. It does end a little better for King Solomon because he realizes all these things were of no value and of no use. And in chapter 12, verse 13, it says, "Now all have heard, and this is the conclusion of the matter. Fear God and keep his commandments." I don't want you to be like King Solomon or like those people in my dream that were just sitting and taking all the problems of this world. Complacency, the slide left, slide right culture. Somebody else can do it. God hasn't equipped me. He's equipped all of us to do something. I don't know what he's calling you to do, but just pursue after him with your whole heart. And continuing on here, fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the full duty of all mankind. So we do have a duty. We do have a purpose in our heart. And I would encourage you guys to ask God, what is your purpose if you have a relationship with him? What is he calling you to do? What is he calling you to be? For God will bring every deed into judgment. So whether you're not doing anything or you are doing something, someday we're going to stand before him on that day of judgment, the white throne judgment. And everything we've done, we're going to have to give accountability for. All our thoughts, all our actions, the times that we just sat there and did nothing, and the times that we did do something, how we raised our kids, treated our wives, treated our neighbors, what we looked at, things we did when no one else was around. And it says here, I'm going to read it again, verse 14, chapter 12 of Ecclesiastes. For God will bring every deed into judgment. Not just some of them, but every judgment, guys. Including every hidden thing, whether it is good or evil. And as you guys are watching this, think about that stadium where you're just taking cover as the world throws more sugar at us. As the world throws all these things at us and says, this is the way you should be living. Wow. Just super convicting for me. Hopefully it encourages you to just get off your butt today and pursue the good that's out there and go after the evil. Man, every time my friend and I joke, we do like a men's event. It just seems like the enemy is going to attack us physically, mentally, attacks our marriage. The other day, getting ready to go to this Iron Sharpens Iron conference, one of the kids broke the water valve that went into the outside garden hose, and the garden hose ran for about a day and a half and actually undermined part of the side of the house, and we had like a mud puddle with water running through our basement the night before the Iron Sharpens Iron conference. And I'm just thinking, man, devil, you are so creative in the way that you attack us. So if you're in his will, in God's will, expect the enemy to come knocking and throwing things at you. Wow. So just be encouraged. Get into God's word. Remember that you are loved and that his calling for you is so important. And if you don't feel prepared, none of us will ever reach that mark. That's what's so cool about a walk with Jesus. As we progress and learn more, he reveals more to us and just encourages us and gives us the strength to do more and more in his power. And if you're looking for that power, haven't found that power, I just ask you to get on your knees and just say, Jesus, I've been neglecting my duties as a man. and just encourage me to do something that you've prepared me to do. Teach me kind of like Moses, I'm thinking on the mountain when he's at the fiery bush, and God talks to him and tells him this is Holy Land. And he's like, I have a mission for you to go back to Egypt, the place where he had just ran away from. And he's like, Lord, but I stutter. And he's like, well, can you use Aaron? And when we go through the Old Testament story of the Exodus, Aaron wasn't the one going to Pharaoh. He may have been with Moses, but Moses was the one talking. God did something to Moses' heart, and he's going to do something to your heart and make you the man that needs to stand up and fill the gap and just go after the evil in this world. So that's my encouragement. Don't worry about mudslides going through your basement. Those are the little things. Those two are going to be vanities someday when we look back and think about them. So it's been 2 days and I'm over it. And yeah, so that's my challenge for you. Remember to mirror your maker and journey with Jesus today. Thank you guys for joining us. Have a great day. God bless, and see you again soon.